Good day guys, welcome back to the channel. We are in the garage again today and I am really excited because today I've got the Lone Rider Motocase here for installation and I'm stoked to actually finally receive a set for myself. Now as you probably are aware, I have been a big fan of Lone Rider gear from the very get-go. I have got the motor bags which I purchased with my own money about close to 18 months ago. I've got the side crash bar bags which I also purchased about a year ago. These have been awesome bags. I've got a tool bag just under my rear luggage rack here, and other bits and pieces that I've had over the years, and they make excellent gears. So as you're aware, in my last video I mentioned to you that Lone Rider has got in touch with me, and they've actually sent me this MotoCase only just last week with a few other goodies as well, which I will review on the channel. So here we have the 42 liter version of the MotoCase, and before we do a quick unboxing, I'm just going to talk a little bit on some of the key features that this MotoCase actually offers. First and foremost, this one here is a 42 liter version. They do also make a 57 liter version as well. Now the 42 liter version fits in one large helmet, one adventure helmet, and obviously the 57 liter version will actually fit two helmets. Now at the moment the MotoCase is just sitting on my bike. I actually haven't installed it yet, but just to talk to you about some of the key features. Number one, this is made out of 5052 aluminium, powder coated aluminium. The whole case is made out of that. And then for the handlebars and the side panels and so on, and also the molly brackets here, they are made out of composite glass fiber polymers, which makes it light and also makes it extremely durable. Now the box comes standard with this really excellent and plush looking backrest for when you have got pillion passengers as well. Now a key feature of the MotoCase is that when you open the actual lid of the MotoCase, it stays where it is, and the reason why it stays there is because it's got a high torque a hinge here, and that high torque hinge actually helps the MotoCase stay in a position when you actually open it. Now besides that, the MotoCase also comes with a light. Now that light is delivered separately, and part of the installation we will install the light. Okay, I've just repositioned the MotoCase just to get a bit of a better view. Yes, so going back about the high torque hinges, that's actually excellent because it lets you the MotoCase lid actually stays from at the position where you open it, so it makes it really easy when you want to go in and take stuff and organize stuff and so on. It's also got these four sort of mounting points here, and these mounting points is for you to actually it comes with one of those like a netting that you can put here, and it's for you to store your small items like gloves and so on. So they mount on there, and it's also the same mounting point for the actual bag that actually comes with the box, which I will show you when we are doing our unboxing. Now the other key feature here is that the internals, you can see the internals is really high quality. It's all red color. Now this liner here is removable, and it's actually attached by Velcro, removable if you want to get into the insides of the actual MotoCase for you to hard mount it and so on. But this red liner here is soft, so it prevents any sort of friction from the items that you have got in the actual MotoCase, as well as it makes it really easy for you to look for stuff in there, especially in the night. Now the other thing, and what I really like the most about this, is the actual mechanism here for the locking mechanism. Now it comes with two sets of codable locks. I have coded this one, and I will later on show you how we code the other set for the actual mounting bracket. but essentially it can be operated by one hand. So I've coded it to my BMW motorcycle key, and that makes it easy because now I only have to carry the one key for everything. So essentially I have to do this, and if you put the key in there and all you do is that, turn it and off you go. One hand operation. And if you need to unlock the box, put it back in there, turn, bang, and then you can open the lid. So it's really easy in that sense. So with that said, I've mentioned some of the key features. Now let's get ahead and do the unboxing. Okay, so in the box you would get the Lone Rider Motocase, which comes pre-installed with the MOLLE panels on the side. You also get a bike specific mount. So the mount that we have at the bottom here is the mount for the R1250 GS Adventure. You get two sets of codable keys for the BMW. One goes on the bracket and the other one goes to the motor case. You also get a inner bag that comes, this is a waterproof inner bag that stays, that you can use within the motor case and helps you move your luggage around. You also get a light that is to be installed in the motor case, and they're kind enough to even send you a tube of Loctite to help you fasten all your screws and secure all the screws. Last but not least, we also get a goodie bag, and the bag comes with some stickers, neck tubes, some screws, bolts, mounts, and also mounting straps for you to mount external items to your MOLLE panel. So there you go guys, very quick unboxing, and this is all that is in the box. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly show you how you code your BMW key to the barrels that are provided within the package. So let's have a crack at that. Alright, so within the bag you get this instruction manual, and it's got in several languages. It talks to you about how you actually code the key, and it's got some diagrams there, but we won't be needing this now because I'll be showing you how to do it. It comes with two keys, and one key is already stuck into the barrel, as you can see it. It's got a bag of these leaves. They are numbered leaves. This is what helps you code the keys, and it also comes with this set of springs. Okay, so first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to take out all these leaves, and we're going to sort the leaves out, right? So the leaves actually come in numbers. You can see they've got numbers embedded on there. So this one here is a number 2, and then we've got number 3s here. This is a number 3, and then we'll also have a number 1 somewhere as well. So what we're going to do, we're just going to group them together. So all the number 3s together, number 2s together, and the number 1s together. So they should be 4 of each number. So we've got 4 number 1s, 4 number 2s, and 4 number 3s. Now what you do is you then take this key, and so you've got this front spring leaf here, that this will always remain within the barrel. So all you do now to prevent everything from flying out, you just put your fingers here and gently pull out the key that comes with the set. Once that key comes out, you put that key aside. You gently then leave your fingers and remove all the leaves that actually come with the barrel. Alright, now you want to remove all the springs as well, and you should see there should be 6 springs and 6 leaves that come out. The first one here, you want to leave it there. There's no need to remove this. Now when you're looking at from here, you can see there are 3 holes here. These 3 holes is where your spring goes, and that in that adjacent groove there is where you put in your leaf. Alright, and on the opposite side there are 4, but you want to leave the one furthest to your left empty. We do not want to use that. We only want to use this 3, the last 3 holes. Right, so now we'll start off with this section. So how we need it to go in is basically in this order. We want to put the leaf and the spring goes just underneath here where the number is. This is how it needs to go in that order. Alright, so before we do anything further, we first want to break in the lock barrel with your key. So you want to put it in there and you want to sort of slide it in and out about 10 times. This seems to be quite, in my opinion, quite smooth at the moment, so I think it doesn't get any smoother than this, so we can actually go ahead with starting to coat the keys. I'm going to reuse back the springs that came in that I just removed from the barrel. So you put the 3 springs here first. So they're a bit fiddly, so take your time on this. Alright, take your time on this. You put the springs there, and then you want to put the leaves. So the leaves, because we don't know what the codes are, we're going to put number 2s for all 3 slots. So I'm going to put one number 2 there, I'm going to put another number 2 here, and I'm going to put a third number 2 here. Right? Once I put them in, if you slightly wiggle them, you can see that they will actually go in, and you can see they actually start to play. Now what I do next is I just want to put my thumb on top of it, make sure all of this goes in. As you can see, they are flush, and then I want to take my key and put my key in. See, the key goes in, then I can let go. So now here, as you can see, number 1 is flush, number 3 is flush, but the second one is sitting high. Now because the second one is sitting high, I need to change this to a different number. So the rule of thumb is, if it's high, you up a number. If it's too low, you down a number. Now because we are using all number 3s here and the second one is high, so I'll remove the number 2 from the second one and replace it with a number 3. So in order to do that, put your finger again on top here like this, remove your key really gently, let this come off, and then I would take out the number 2 leaf. As you can see, this is the number 2 leaf, put that back, and now I'll take a number 3 leaf and I'll put the number 3 leaf in here, and then all I do is just wiggle it a little bit, use my fingers, and then I can close it and then put my key back in there, and now you can see it's matched. They are all flush. They are all flush, so that's good. Alright, so now we need to repeat the same for the other side. So in order to do that, you turn the barrel, put your thumb at the bottom, remove the key. Alright, maybe you should, yeah, so put your thumb or your finger at the bottom. Now, as I said earlier, you only want to use these 3 holes, right? So again, you take the springs, you put the spring here, the first one there, second spring into the second hole, and the third spring into the third hole. Now remember, just because the other side was 2, 3, 2 doesn't mean that this side is also 2, 3, 2. They are different because the keys are different, right? So what I'm going to do again, I'm going to start by putting number 2s here. 1 number 2, 2 number 2, and then I'm going to pick a number 2 from the original barrel that came with it. So I'm going to put 3 number 2s here, and then I'm just going to wiggle it a little bit, and then use my thumb, cover it, and put the key in, like so. It might get a bit tricky, but it goes in eventually. And here you can see that the first one, the second and the third one is flush, but the first one is slightly high. The first one here is slightly high, the second and third is flush, whereas on the other side you can see everything is sort of flush at the same level. So that means I need to replace the first one with a number 3. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the key again, like so, remove my thumb up, remove the first one here, which is a number 2, and take a number 3, which I've got here, put that in there, and then just wiggle. It is a bit fiddly, so you have to take your time with this. You want to wiggle it gently and let all the leaves go in, and then you put your key in again like so, and it's gone in, and now you can see it is all flush. They're all flush, they're all flush both sides. So basically we know that the codes here is 322 for the bottom side and 232 for the top side. This is an example of one, right? So then what you do next is you need to put this into your barrel. In order to put it in the barrel, you just put it in at a 9 o'clock angle like so, and then you turn your key and it should actually open this, and it should actually lock like this, and then that's in. So now you can see that that's actually clipped in and the barrel is actually clipped in, so this will not come off. So what you do now is when you put your key in and you turn your lock. Like sorry, my camera heated up and I'm not sure how much of the last part actually came in, but essentially once you've done that, you put in the key barrel at 9 o'clock, and then all you do is you twist it, and then it sort of locks the barrel in, and you can just confirm by wiggling it like that. If the barrel doesn't come out, that means it's all locked in. As you can see, my coding has worked because I can lock and unlock. And there you go. It's really quite simple. It wasn't all that hard, and you can do it in about 10 minutes. But the key here is you've got to be extremely patient. Okay guys, so with the coding of the locks out of the way, now all we need to do is install this mounting plate onto the rack of the GSA. Now if you go onto the Lone Rider website, and if you search for the MotoCase, you will find installation instructions for the mounting rack on their website, and they have got instructions for every options available in the that they sell, and you can just follow a step-to-step guide to how you do it for your motorcycle. But for the GSA, I'm here to help you with that. So essentially it comes with a few bits and pieces. Obviously this bracket comes prepared like that. You want to sort of put the locking latch back into its original position, and then all you need to do is you put all the parts together. So you've got this backing plate, you've got one of these brackets there, you've got this rubber gasket bracket thingy, you've got 4 nuts, and you've also got 4 bolts that you sort of need to use for that. So first things first, this piece here sits on top, sits on top of, at the edge of the luggage rack of the GSA, and you want to sort of let this rest in between these 2 holes essentially. So you just rest here like this, and then you want to line up the back side of this plate with that, and this thing essentially goes underneath like this to hold it all together. Now the next step is to put in some screws and bolts, and remember, we don't want to tighten it all too much, we just want to keep it just hand tight for now. So for the back side, you use the bolts with the rounder edges. So all you do is you put them in there like this, like that. You put the backing plate on the back, and then you go ahead and put the corresponding bolts. Because they are different size, you can't really go wrong with the bolts. And remembering they are a bit fiddly because of, just simply because of the positioning, but nevertheless with a bit of patience you will get in there like so. And you do the other side, there we go. So that back side is in, and then you want to do the front side, which you're going to use these flat headed screws. They go on the top like that, so it sits flush, and then you want this bit of bracket to go at the bottom like so, and then put in the nuts in, the bolts in, and there you go. So essentially you put it all in like that, and then make sure it's all center. You want to line it up as center as you can, taking a look from the back, making sure it's center, and not let your OCD kick in, get it all nice and center, and then you tighten everything up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and then I'll see you back shortly. Alright, so the top mount has been installed. Look, it was really easy to install, and this is probably the cleanest top mount installation I've seen to date. Like, really fits in there really well. Looks nice just as it is. Like, even if you left it there without the box, it'll actually look pretty good. So really stoked with that, quite happy with that. Now the next part is to actually mount the top box on the motorcycle. Now, a few things to remember. The top box actually comes mounted with the preset sort of mounting position here. Now this can actually be adjusted depending on your riding preference. So you may want it to come a bit forward, you may want it to lean a bit more backward. So these rubber gaskets here, you can actually remove these ones here, and you can actually move this mounting brackets to the front or to the back. So if you want it to go further out, you would mount it here, and if you want to come further in, you would mount it here. So you can actually move and this position. So all you do is you undo these two screws, remove that, remove these rubber gaskets, move that to the desired location, and then you plug the gaskets back into the other position. But in order to do that, obviously you will have to open the top box, you will have to remove the inner liner, and then do that. So for me, at this stage, I'm not sure what is the best setting for me. So I'm just going to go with the standard, whatever it's come factory, and I'm just going to see how that looks like, and I might adjust it down the track depending on how I go. Now, a few key points to remember. They've got this rubber bits on top of here. Now this actually creates a bit of friction, and it makes it a bit difficult for you to actually put the plate in, to put the box in. So it's best that you put a bit of lubricant on these rubber pieces here, and that just makes it a bit more smoother for you to actually mount the box on. So I've done that. I put a bit of light lubricant on there just to make it a bit more smooth, and now we can mount it on. But before you do that, make sure you open the latch. The latch has to be open in order for you to mount it. So then all you do is you align the red bits into the holes. You want to look from down and just align it so it sits in this way, and then you want to pull it forward, right? So just pull it forward, and the way I do it is 1 foot down, and then you just wiggle it using the molly panels like so, and then so yeah, that's basically in the in position. And you check it's gone all the way to the end here. You can see that it's gone all the way to the end, and then all you do then is you put this latch on. So if it goes in flush like that, that means you've done it right, and that means it's in. And once you've done that, don't forget to lock it. And now that you've locked it, it's safe and it will stay there, and it's not going to go anywhere. So now, with that done, we've got the top box mounted. Now for me, I actually think that this is probably where I would like it to be. I think it's the right location that I want. So if I had a pillion passenger, the back will sort of just be nice. I don't normally carry a pillion, but if I do, I think it'll be all right. Obviously, we can adjust it on the go if we needed to, but for now, I think I'm happy with where that is and how that sits. So I think I will leave it that way for now. Now, last thing to do is to install the lights. Second last thing is to install these lights that come in the box. So what we need to do is, it comes in with charging cable, and it also comes in with this light, and it's actually touch sensitive light, which is pretty cool. And then you've got this double-sided Velcro tape on there. So all we need to do is essentially just undo one side, put that in my pocket, give this a bit of a wipe, you don't want any grease on there, and then you just line this up, stick it there that way. That's all good. And then you want to remove the other bits, and then it actually should sit. You can put it wherever you want, but I'm just going to leave it here on this very position there, just like that. And so that way when I tap, I can actually see into, I can on, off. So try again, on, off, on. So helps to have a bit of a light in there. So I think I'll leave it on that position. That's a pretty good position. And before we end, we've got two other things to do. Is we've got this thing that also comes. This is like a net that sort of just come this way. So this is like a net that just hooks on to this side here, hooks on there like that, and you got this extra net here, and basically here you can put things like your gloves or little things that you want to put there, and it stays out of the way. And last but not least, we've also got this bag that actually comes in the package. Now this is a 42-liter dry bag, and basically it opens up like that. Now basically all you do with this is you put it, it sits flush in here like this. You can zip it all up, and you know, when you're going somewhere and you've reached your destination, just take all the belongings in here like this, and you can go up to your hotel room or your tent. Or if you want to actually sort of, there's also you got also an option to actually hook this up. So in order to hook this up to here, what you can do is you remove this loom, you thread this netting loom through here, it goes in this way, and then you put it back on. Sorry, that's a bit messy. Sorry, I'll do that again. Put this here like this, this goes back on that bit there, and you would do the same here, goes back on that bit. I hope the lighting is clear. And that way, when you close and you open your lid, it's all together. So it just makes it a little bit easier. So I think that's all I have for now in terms of the installation. It's all done. All right, there you go guys, that's it. That was a quick installation of the MotoCase and my initial impressions. Look, I am actually pretty happy with how it looks. I think the looks of it, this whole molly panels, this backrest, and the actual rugged look of the actual box itself just adds an extra layer of charm or character to the 1250 Rhino that I've got here. So really happy with the overall quality, the ease of installation. You can actually see that Lone Rider has put in a lot of thought into every single thing that they have sort of designed on this motor case, especially when it comes to the keys, the MOLLE panels. Now remember, this might not be everyone's cup of tea. If you do not like the MOLLE panels, they are removable. There are screws here, so you can remove these MOLLE panels and you can keep them away if you like, or you can leave them on, and I think it actually looks better on, but again, that's up to individual. In the package, it also comes with this Velcro straps as well. So this Velcro straps is basically what you can use to sort of mount things onto your MOLLE panel if you wanted to. So they come with quite a huge number of these straps that comes in the box. Now the MOLLE panels are only designed to hold up to 1 kilo of weight, so you've got to be, each panel is designed to hold up to 1 kilo, so you just got to be careful not to overload these MOLLE panels. The box itself, the weight of this box is about 7.8 kilos, which is lighter than the knockoff version, the Chinese version that I had on my bike previously. That was about 9 kilos, believe it or not, so heavier. This is obviously slightly lighter than about 7.8 kilos, and you know, when you are filling this in, I think it holds up to about 9 kilos from memory is the maximum load capacity. It also says that you shouldn't be riding it above 120 kilometers an hour speed with the top box on. Then again, I think that's a safety measure which is quite good. A few things to remember: if you drop your bike, try not to lift your bike from the motor case. It's not designed for weight in terms of anchor points and so on. So just remember that you might bend the bracket, you might actually break stuff on the motor case, so you don't want to do things like that. But otherwise, powder coated aluminium fiberglass bits on the sides, fully waterproof, corded key, and if you want to make it a permanent mount, they've also got a safety bolt which you can sort of open the case and put it and bolt it straight to the bottom of this panel here, which sort of safety mounts it for good. But I don't want that, because I want to, I generally don't use the motor, I don't like to travel with the top box when I'm doing off-roading. I prefer to have a tail bag, which again, I'm very thankful to Lone Rider, because they have sent me this beautiful Lone Rider tail bag as well. So what I'm going to do is, when I'm doing off-road, a bit technical riding, I'm probably just going to use my tail bag. I'm going to remove this top case, then just mount my tail bag on the plate, and then obviously if I'm doing longer tours and so on, if I'm doing two up with my wife, or we're going on a longer ride, then I will put a case on. So I've got two options now, and they're basically easy clip in, clip off, so which is what I like about it. So all in all, that's all, guys. So big shout out to Lone Rider. Thank you so much for sending me this item for review. Again, I've got affiliate links in the description below if you're interested to purchase any of these products. I will get a kickback from each purchase, so it does help the channel. You know, your support means a lot to the channel. So if you decide to buy any Lone Rider products, please do consider using my affiliate links. I've also got affiliate links to CHIGEE, affiliate links to DYNAMOTO stands, which is a stand that the bike is on at the moment, and a few other links as well. If you look at my Linktree master link, and you can find all the links in there. Besides that, I've got more reviews coming up. The next one we've got for the channel is the Lone Rider, the other bags that we have got. So the one that I've got here is the Overlander bag, which is next on the list for review. And that's it, guys. So that sums up our video for today. Thank you so much. If you found this video helpful, please give me a big thumbs up. Do like, do share, do subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Adios. Bye-bye.